feel like if I'm to be in a relationship with someone, I'll choose someone I'm totally transparent with, like someone who can tell me anything and I can tell them anything. And I don't think that can lead to, like, I want to be open to an extent that I can say I don't want to be with you anymore. Let's take a break, things like that. Like, if you feel it, you just say it, and then you come to an agreement that is good for you. It's good for you.
Have you been there before?
Have I been where?
In that kind of relationship?
In that kind of situation.
In a place where you can talk your mind and heart and it's okay.
Okay, I do try my best to like open up and talk about things, but I know better. I've been in a place where I when I look back, I'd say no, this was not the best thing. I didn't give my best. I didn't probably was not open enough. But I know better now. If I'm to choose a partner, like, I'd totally choose someone I can say, I can't tell anything. Like, that openness. I feel like
okay, fine. Speaking of openness,
my priority right now.
So in the meantime, just join Entanglement.
I don't want to be entangled.
I have to put this out again. Speaking of openness, would you guys be, again, I have to bring up this thing about forgiveness again. If this guy cheats and then he is the first person that tells you, like, you had no idea, and he comes out, he is very remorseful, and he feels so bad that he did it. He doesn't know why he did it. Would you forgive them?
He doesn't know why he did it.
I'm trying to say, yeah, the moment that he's going to cheat, he's obviously hiding something from you, right?
Mm-hmm.
For him to go and cheat, he's hiding something from you.
Okay.
So I don't want that situation. I don't want it to get there. Like, I want.
What if it was an accident?
I don't want to tell me.
It's not like he's leaving in the morning. Say, okay,
what if it was an accident? His phone was off. His phone was off. He was in a situation.
That's
and then
weird.
it just happened.
No situation.
There are situations.
And then immediately he tried his phone. He called you and he told you.
If you're not raped, you made that decision.
Maybe there was some
No. If you are not raped, you made that decision yourself as an adult. So there's nothing like, yeah, it just means you were not open enough with me to begin with, to tell me you are not happy with me. Because tell me you're not happy, that's one thing. That's the kind of openness I want.
I feel like your model of a relationship is it paints someone as someone who can't make a mistake. And I think someone should get a couple of strikes. Like, it takes a lot for you to know that someone is a serial cheater. The first time might be an accident, but you have to give them a second chance.
You know what? I'm not even trying to like, of course, me, I have like so many flaws, and if I'm in a relationship, definitely I'm going with them. But at the same time, there is that, for me, my cheating is not even a mistake to me. It's not choosing me. Like, the point is, you've not chosen me, you've chosen someone else. You've made that decision.
Yeah.
It's not even a mistake that you made a mistake. Don't you know how to do that?
Yeah,
but
exactly. Exactly. I agree with you, Beryl.
This person does not choose the other person. They just had a situation, and then this person is coming back to you. Like, you're where home is, and home is best. I mean, if I go out there, then I'm like I made a mistake, but then I realize that you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Then I come back to you. It's a nice thing.
Were you testing?
It's an eye-opener.
Better than having doubts about whether the person is committed to you or not. I mean,
you just don't cheat. Like, you just
about that. I think I can say
you
that
guys still don't agree with me. I mean, I'm making a good point here. Like, it's a compliment.
Liz agrees with you.
I'm agreeing with you.
Liz is always on your side. Remember?
Listen, if I go out there. If I go out there and then I come back to let's say a lady that I was dating, then I come back to her and I'll be like, you're the best thing that I ever had. I have done weird shit. I realized that this is where I need to be. I mean, it's a big compliment for the lady, and you'll be there to
So
stay.
would you feel like it's a compliment when the lady does that? She went
Does
out,
that to you, yeah.
and then come back
man.
and say it's different.
different.
How is it different?
Let me tell you how it's different, and this is
If
something
it's
that you
different,
guys.
then that's BS, Frank.
How
No.
is it
Mm-mm.
different?
Let me tell you something. This is you
Okay.
guys are going to get this like the way I see it, right? See how they say that CG men are from Venus and women are from Mars, right? You guys have a whole different setup in your brains about how you relate to things, right? And you guys are usually loyal as fuck compared to guys. When a woman, as you guys, and this is something, this is another thing you guys say, that when a woman steps out of a relationship, there is a very big reason for it, right? So if a woman,
don't say that.
come on, for guys, it can be an in the moment thing. It's like a stupid thing because sometimes we don't think with our brains. We think with other things. But then women always have things in control. So if a woman allows that to happen, there has to be something that made that happen. And if something made that happen, as a man, I get heartbroken like 10 times how heartbroken a woman would be because I know that there's a problem. I mean, guys can just do things without having. I feel like women have to have a kind of connection with someone to do that, depending. So if I feel like you had a connection with someone else, it is different, man. You guys will always know maybe we didn't have a connection. So we still have a connection with you, but we messed up. We are coming back, man. We are coming back home.
I don't agree with you on that one.
We are different. I think we're different.
It should be the same thing.
It is not the same thing. You can't treat a woman the same way.
The moment you decide to cheat, even for women, I feel like it's a decision that you've made in your mind, and it's something that you're going to do. And there's some people who are serial cheaters, and that's a problem. It's a psychological problem that maybe they have not addressed. In my humble opinion, I stand to be corrected. And there's some people who cheat because I feel like they've been pushed to the wall. For women, like they've been pushed to the wall, and you're with someone who doesn't appreciate you, and they feel like you can find someone else who appreciates you. And for men, I don't know, but I don't think anything justifies cheating. If you can't communicate with each other and lay out your problems and address them as two people, two individuals, and keep things moving, then there's a problem somewhere. And to me, if I don't think I can justify that, because I'm someone who truly and really appreciates appreciates communication. Like, I'd rather you tell me that there's something that's not working for you and you need time, you want to go do or rather figure yourself out, that's fine. I'll understand, you see, because you're all human. Like, there are times when you just feel you're trying so hard for someone to understand you and they're not understanding you, and you're like, let me just step out kidogo, maybe I'll gain perspective that way. And when you step out, I don't mean like you step out and then go get into another relationship. I mean you step out and like go actually do some real soul searching, try to understand what if your relationship is holding water, you know. And that's completely fine, because it even happens in friendships, and it should happen, by the way. But like, staying with someone or staying in a place where you know you're not happy and you're trying to force things, and it's forcing you to like find what you're seeking elsewhere, I don't see the point of staying in the relationship. You might as well just separate as the kings and queens that you are. Like, you know, go prosper in your different spaces. You know, don't just reduce yourself to something that's unnecessary. You still want to be treated like a king, you still want to be treated like a queen. You know, like, just step out honorably, go do your thing, you know. Because otherwise it will remain a situation whereby one of you is using the other, or you're both using each other. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's why if you're not ready, you can find something else that can work for you, that you don't hurt someone else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even if you're I feel like, okay, in my perspective, if you're in a relationship and you feel like, okay, of course, I think it changes with time. You can realize that this is not what you want anymore. You need more time to
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah.
So I do feel like it's so important to be open enough to let the other person know. It's only fair.
Early enough.
Yeah, rather than letting someone stay in a relationship with you, but you are not there emotionally.
Yeah, that's
You're
true.
not present. So I do
Yeah.
feel like you should be open enough and mature enough to tell someone, oh, that doesn't make me happy anymore. I don't think I need this. I need to think about it more. I do feel like that's very, very important.
I agree.
Mhm. Is that it?
So you've never cheated, Ivan?
Mm-mm.
You have never. Beryl, you have never.
I never.
Okay, I've
Please,
never,
have you
because
ever? You sound
no,
guilty.
I haven't. No, I'm just asking.
Please and France.
I haven't been with someone like that to explain that.
She's
So
never been in.
No, but you say that you've been in
doesn't-
situations because I feel like I don't know. I can literally count. I don't know what counts for relationships in this case because the situations I've been in, I don't know if they were real relationships.
The
But I
entanglement
think
you've been in.
but I think I'm with Liz on this whereby I don't know, it's just been like seeing each other but not there.
yeah, more seeing each other. So that one, cheating doesn't count as such because there's
It
not that
does.
expectation of
I
you
don't
should
know
be
if
like.
that I don't know. It does. Because for me it's like what Beryl was saying, so long as you're investing in emotion, like both of you are aware what you're doing because sometimes you have to
There's
communicate
no
your
emotion.
intentions, yeah? What?
No emotion.
There's no
That's
emotions
different.
Like
released.
that. No
But
emotions
hey,
like
guys,
that.
I don't understand it when you guys say that, Ati, you don't know what you. Me, I would know that I'm in a relationship by the way I'm invested in
I'd
the
also
relationship.
know because you communicate. Like you have to both communicate, be in communication.
Yeah.
Anyone, so what's like, do you think your perception of like engaging in a relationship or cheating is going to change as you grow? Because I feel like mine is going to change definitely as I grow. And like as I meet more people and things like that. By meeting more people, I don't mean getting into more relationships, hopefully, by God's grace. But just like, do you feel like cheating, your perception of cheating is going to change with time? Frank Miss Juna cheka nini.
Really?
But do you think your perception of cheating is going to change with time?
For me personally,
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't think it changes. I don't think it changes. I've had it from, I think I have
Okay.
a clear definition of what cheating means. And
Okay.
I feel like depending on your relationship, you can always like tweak whatever you call the rules. I mean, I who actually have something called fuck week where everyone is allowed to do whatever they like for like a week and then come back to the relationship. But if you do it out of that week, you're cheating because it has to be something that both of you guys agree on. But then I think that relationships are all about communication and agreement.
Yeah.
You guys should be, I think,
Find what
regardless,
works
right?
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, so it should not be absolute, and especially because the nature of relationships are changing. It should not be absolute that you guys can't like go outside of the relationship, but you might decide to make it that way. But if both of you guys are very outgoing and you feel like you get bored, you might decide to play around and then come back to the relationship. I'm just saying, these are facts. These things happen. And it is required because
It's
at the end of the day,
Required by who? By
see,
words.
if you guys are communicating effectively, the relationship does not have to die because someone was feeling selfish and they decided to go outside of the relationship. If you guys agree to be exclusive, then be exclusive. If you guys are adventurous, like you want to like go out of the thing, then do it, just as long as you keep a relationship. It depends. These things are different and people relate to each other differently. I just like to say that depending on relationship, decide how you like to operate it and choose the right person that goes with your stereotype of what a relationship should be. That is like the key to happiness in a relationship, I like to think. But they also say that single people like live longer. So I mean, happiness is in being single. I have to throw that in there for anyone that feels like this is too much for them.
Okay.
That is
There you Liz, parting shot.
that is my parting shot.
Yeah, it has changed. Like there's many years ago, things that I would consider cheating that I don't consider cheating now. And I do feel like with time, I also get to like understand and of course grow, understand more things, especially something that I've come to like understand more now is the aspect of space. Like I understand that people need their spaces, people need their privacy, and people need to be individuals. Like if you come together, 1+1 is 2. It's not that you're coming to be one. Like that's not what
true.
I would be looking for. Yeah, no one should make you happy. You're responsible for your happiness and all that. So as time go, I understand the aspect of, you know, that individualism and space. So I think probably I would, yeah, it would change maybe.
Liz?
Okay, for me, I'd say it's customized for every relationship. You customize your, like, there are no like rules that everyone has to follow. So whatever works for you.
Yeah.
If it's polyamorous, and that you can marry as a group. I'm sorry, I said that wrong, but something like that. If you can
Group marriage.
Yeah. So if it's polyamorous, being
Polyamory.
polyamorous, or being whatever, yeah, that's one. So I think it's all about being happy. There's no reason why I should be with someone, strict rules, and then it's not working. I'm there, I'm cheating on him, he's cheating on me. It just doesn't serve the purpose of the day. So
Yeah.
you customize it. So what I'd say, people should be open. Like, say if you're meeting someone, say I want this, you want this, have the conversation, and then from there you see if it works for you, so that you know what you're getting yourself into. If it doesn't work, probably leave and find somewhere else where it can
Yeah.
work. That's what I'd say.
For me, I
Yeah,
think
Jen.
my perspective will definitely change with time, though, because at the moment I completely don't understand like what would make someone cheat. But maybe I'll come to understand that with time. So I definitely think that I'll get to grow to understand that with time. And like people are different. People want different things in life. And as long as you find what works for you, that's fine. But I really value like relationships, and yeah, but also I agree with what Beryl was saying on individualism. I respect the fact that you want to still be an independent person and come together and like complement each other. So yeah, relationships work differently for people, but if you find what works for you, well and good. Yep. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys. We enjoyed being here with you today. Yeah, see you in the next episode.